So what have we here? This looks like a metal shelving unit, but it looks almost like something out of a bed of a truck. And then we have something out of the bed of a truck right there. And then God knows what that is. Let's go see. What is that? I don't know. It looks like the part of a truck that holds the automatic lift gate on. That's what it looks like to me. Could be. Oh, but they put a cone around it, so it must be official. If this little handheld camera did better, I recorded longer videos, I would just turn it on record and leave it recording for the whole lunch hour while I was out here talking to myself. You might actually get a lot more interesting input. But as it is, I got to turn off and on every couple of minutes, or I'll forget, get in the middle of a rant, and then bam, get screwed by the thing shutting off. It'll shut off and it'll beep, but of course I won't hear it out here, all the extra noise. And I'll only notice it when I look right at the camera, and the lens gets sucked back in after about a minute. So it shuts off, and something like a minute or 2 minutes later, the lens sucks in. And really, that's the first time I'll notice it. So let's see, I had a rant chamber today. I'm trying to remember what it was. That's one thing I hate about doing this. I have terrible memory for what comes next. So I'm trying to think. What was it? Oh yes, let's see. Today I had to go hunt down a URL, one that's owned by our company. And so, okay, we have several URLs, just like any normal company nowadays. You've got dozens of the damn things. So they're giving me this URL and I'm spelling it out. Of course, we have different versions of the same URL, spelled differently, spelled incorrectly. We deliberately get them like that because half the people are going to spell it wrong. All point to the same place. Normal practice, every company does it nowadays. I turn around and this guy says, okay, and this guy's looking for a list of the URLs that our company owns. It's a normal audit type thing. He's like, okay, where is this URL? ABCD with an S in the middle of it. Like, okay. So I go look for it, and I'm basically, we have like so many different spellings of this thing. We have like 4 or 5 different ways of spelling. One has a hyphen, one doesn't have a hyphen. We got the .com, .net version. So I go in, I was like, okay, I think it's this one's the one you're talking about. He goes, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, but it's not listed. It's like, it is listed. I had sent this guy a printout of what was going on. I had printed the web page because I'm in IT, so I'm the only one, me and the IT department, we're the only ones who can log in directly to the hosting site, get a list of the URLs, and print it out using PDF printer, send it to him. Well, it turns out that the PDF printer had cut this URL on the page break. So when he's sitting there counting up the URLs, and he gets to the one that he's looking for, it's basically stuck on the page break. And you can see it if you're sitting there looking right at it. But if you're not looking right at it, it's invisible. And I didn't catch it either. But I could see it on the page. I'm like, that's the one, it's right there. And it's a stupid page break. I don't really have a good way of just saying, print the web page continuously. I don't care where the page breaks would go, just don't bother page breaking it. Just give me a printout, not a screen dump, a fully elongated dump of a web page, no page breaks, in PDF format that I can send to someone, because they're going to view it on the screen, they're never going to print it. And if they want to print it, they can put page breaks in it and worry about the page breaks. I don't know, there's got to be a way to do that. Maybe I could set my page length on a printer to 35 feet or something, but then I'll get 35 feet of empty. But I need to write a program that allows me to do this and just print to a PDF file an infinitely long page, but at the end of the content cuts it. Because I don't want any page breaks. I don't want it to reformat stuff. If it's animated, I want it to give me some symbol that it's animated. An animated GIF or an animated menu or a video. I want it to label it somehow. I've written programs that do PDFs, just simple text PDFs. I had stuff that came off the VAX, VAX, yes, look it up, Google it. And it was all in text format. And I had to convert that to PDF for people. It turned out to be a lot easier than it looked. There's programs you can do that will dump things automatically. I had to process it, make sure the page breaks all lined up the way people wanted them, and the report information all showed up the way they wanted. So I had to write a custom PDF generator in VBScript, and it turned out to be pretty easy. Well, I say easy. I wasn't particularly good at it, so it took me a while to do, but it worked. On a side note, the next version of Office, Microsoft Office, will edit PDFs by default. So you'll just be able to bring up a PDF and edit and change things. I hate to tell Adobe and Microsoft, but the instant they do that, they're killing the format. The whole point behind having a PDF file was that you could dump it to an electronic file and people couldn't edit it. They couldn't change things, but it showed up and displayed on everyone's computer. That was the big selling point to PDFs, and they don't understand that. Now that anybody will be able to change things, you're going to have to start locking down your files, which is fine, which you should have been doing in the first place, but nobody ever did. You're going to have to pay attention to when things were changed. It's just going to be another document format, is all it's going to be. And they don't understand that they're basically putting the last nail in the coffin of PDF by allowing just anybody who has Office on the computer to edit it. For years I've been using LibreOffice, also known as OpenOffice. The Draw program allows you to edit PDFs, and it's free. People don't understand that. For years I've been doing that. I'll probably still keep doing it, because I imagine they're going to use Word to edit PDFs, and that's going to be a real pain in the neck. The Draw program has a lot more tools. And trust me, having worked with PDFs and programming, I can tell you that PDF format is really more of a Visio type editor is needed with PDF format, not a document editor. And if you've never used Visio, drawing packages like CorelDRAW or drawing packages like LibreOffice Draw is what you need to edit PDFs. Because that's just the way they're laid out. And they're not laid out like a document. This should be interesting. I can't wait to see how it works. You know, this parking garage is awfully full at lunch. I got somebody sitting in a car back here. There's a guy up there on his phone up on the next floor. Said hi to. Lunchtime, this place is hopping. I'll have to find another place to yell at the pigeons.